Yeah.
Weighing in at 187 pounds, Marcus Cleveland.
They say Marcus Cleveland, 187 pounds. And I was like, 187 pounds? Like, we're fighting at 170. How's that even? That makes no sense. 187 pounds? Yeah, what the hell is that, dude?
Okay. Turn around. Once you have a seat, we'll take your hand wraps off and we'll just read your collector.
Why was I do 187? So in the contract, isn't it if you're every pound over, so you charge $1,700 or what?
No, it was 50. It would have been 50%. But I talked to him. If he would have fought for half, he probably would have fought. He probably would have pulled. He wouldn't have fight.
Okay.
I talked to Danny. I called him.
That's the risk we have to take.
All right.
I'm sorry. I called him right when it happened.
We'll get you another one. You know what I'm saying? Get you another one.
The promoter called me again to apologize. And when I'm on the phone with him, I said, hey, I heard something yesterday that he weighed in over 187 pounds. Like, were you there for the weigh-in? He goes, yeah. He actually weighed 198. So now we're talking 30-pound weight difference between what you should have been at and what you actually were at. And that was even more frustrating to hear because at this point I knew something was definitely wrong with my shoulder. It just added to the frustration. It added to kind of the bitterness, again, not towards my coach, not towards even the promoter, but towards my opponent for having a complete disregard for the sport, for the weight. You know, I had people calling me, family, friends, teammates, guys that fight at my gym, saying like, this is unreal. I can't believe that this happened and you should be mad at this person. You should be mad at that person. But when I really took a step back and evaluated the situation, even if they had told me it was at 198 pounds or 187 pounds or whatever, I still would have taken the fight. So what it looks like for the next month is probably taking it really easy, stretching, learning more about techniques over film, tape, attending, practices and just watching, and just doing my best not to eat my way into another weight class.
So notice how I block his butt and I lean forward to push his arm, because most of the time his arm is going to be tight over here and I can't get him Americana. But look how I push with my chest, and now I can start threatening over here, right? Before I lock the Americana, he might start defending by turning that way, right? Which is fine. He's very exposed, it's hard for him to move. Later we're going to see how to get here. Now he's really in trouble because he can't move one way or the other, and that's what damage happens. But he tucked that elbow, and it's hard to get my knee over it. Look how this knee over here looks. I push his arm, step over his head, he turns sideways, switch arms, in order to get everything tight over here, step and sit.
I try that initial movement with you.
Sure.
This looks like something I would definitely want to try.
Frame, which he's doing good blocking it, but he's trapping it with his
Right.
yes, and then yes right there.
And then this one, which one's coming up on the face?
Americana, so your left hand to my wrist first. Yep, there you go. Yep, and then I stretch.
Oh, then I go here.
Yep, that's the trap.
Okay, then I'm stepping my left leg up.
Yeah, just circle. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Here, sure, this arm through. Yeah, put a little more weight there. Yes, there. See, I can't move.
And how am I getting this out?
Away, up and behind. See, you're pushing it in, like out this way, up and behind.
So go out this way first?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
You bet.
What did they say?
No, it's good. It's broke perfectly through. It's not displaced. Bone's still in line.
This way?
So technically like a hairline fracture, yeah. Like right here.
Yeah.
Broke right here. Halfway through round one, I had him on the fence, getting ready to attack. He leans back, throws that high kick, and my hand was like this, and it hit right there, and it just happened. And I froze, like the right hand was right there. He threw a looping punch in me, I come back, I'm like, did I just break my hand?
That's what sucks is everybody online's like, why didn't you throw any punches? And I was like,
trust me, I know. And it's not even, it's like the people that are closest to me and that like care about me and that I want to perform for.
Yeah.
I know they were like, what the f***, dude?
yeah.
But, I mean, that's not me,
Following the fight, I went to go see Dr. Conroy. He's one of the best ortho surgeon in Nebraska. We got some scans done. He did an X-ray and an MRI and basically came to the conclusion that I have a labrum tear. It's a slap tear, so it's on the top. Then I tore one of the ligaments in my AC joint. So the process recovery for that, he said you could get surgery for your labrum tear because it's never going to heal, but you're going to be out for 4 to 6 months. Same thing for the AC joint ligament. Luckily with that, there's a lot of blood flow, so it will heal on its own over time, which is great news for me. I elected not to get the surgery because I just can't take that much time off. If this really is a 2-year journey, before I'm 30 or while I'm 30 to get to the UFC, then 6 months being eaten up by injury time is just not something I want to do.
What's up, man? Yesterday was freaking crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did you train yesterday at wrestling?
No.
No?
I'm out right now. I was watching you guys though, yeah, it sucked.
And what do they say specifically about the labrum tear?
Slap tear on top, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, shouldn't need surgery.
Okay. We just got to make sure we take really good care of that bad boy.
Yeah.
In terms of mobility, strength and stability of those muscles. Not just the rotator cuff, but anything that attaches in that area.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So, hit the right place. I want to start with some light internal rotation.
Okay.
Okay. From the shoulder joint, I'm just letting it slowly come out into rotation, and I'm just spinning inside that socket. That's all I'm doing. I want to go 8 reps. We're getting both sides. Looking down. Bingo. And let that band take it back a little bit. As far as you can internally rotate, comfortably.
So there's a perception that as soon as you're a professional at any given sport, that you're gonna be making loads of money. And MMA is definitely the exception to that rule, which is, for this fight, I got paid 50% of my ticket sales. So I got paid $680. After travel expenses and everything that goes into a camp, I'm losing money on the fight, which is totally okay. Because for me, this is an investment. This is a journey. It's going to take a long time. And I'm hoping that the payoff makes sense at the end. You're definitely not making anything to begin with. So hopefully people know that. Hopefully people know that you need a second job when you do this. You can't just rely on fighting because you're not going to make any money.
Discomfort's like the warning light. The pain is, it's too late. Tires are flat. Okay? Squeeze those abs, and while you're drawing these down, keep pushing into the palms. Okay?
This is boring, but I know I need to do it. I'd rather be doing the other stuff. Like if nobody knew you're injured and they look over and like, what the heck is that guy doing? It's like Planet Fitness stuff.
So I'm training for golf.
Yeah, training for golf, yeah. Golf, field hockey. That's how it feels, man. Thanks, Coach.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know. It's like you go to a restaurant and you sit down and they give you a salad, and that's how it feels. You're hungry, you want a steak, and they put a salad in front of you. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. You feel like a vegan, okay.
Yeah, I feel like a vegan. I feel soft. Yeah, so until I can fully be back on the mat, then most of my workouts are gonna look like recovery, PT, just trying to get strength back in my shoulder. I'm really hoping after a month I can be full-time back on the mat, which would be 60 days removed from the injury. So that's the goal. A big part of this sport is engagement. I think that the UFC, it's unfortunate. You could be the best fighter in the world, but if you don't have people that want to watch you fight, they're going to pass you up for some younger guy with a bunch of followers on Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is. So I would just say, you know, if you appreciate watching somebody fight, regardless of who it is, if it's me, if it's somebody else, go and, you know, follow their journey. So subscribe to whatever channels they've got out there because it helps them a ton. All that engagement, all of that support on the back end makes them more marketable to the UFC, makes them more marketable to brands that want to partner and help pay for fight camps because it's expensive. All this stuff's expensive. Having to buy gear every 6 months, having to pay for gym memberships, having to fly out or drive out to the venue that you're fighting at. It all costs money. And these fighters, like we talked about before, they're not making anything. So if you enjoy someone's journey, then do them a favor, do me a favor, follow them, like all their posts, all that stuff, because it really makes a difference.